Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're doing a short, gentle, very beginner-friendly yoga routine, perfect for morning or early evening. You don't have to have any experience. We're doing an Iyengar Yoga practice, which means I will talk to you about your alignment and help you to increase mobility and strength over time. If you have a couple blocks, they might come in handy. If not, no problem. We'll just get started. Begin by resting onto your back with your legs bent for a few moments. Release and let go as much tension as you can, just bringing your focus into the body, getting ready for practice. Bend your right knee closer to your chest and wrap your fingers around your shin, softening across the right side, lower back. Then switch legs. Pull the left knee in. Relax the left hip and just let the arms do most of the work here. And then we'll bring both knees in. The hands can go underneath the knees or over the shins. Keeping the left leg bent, begin to stretch the right leg down and away onto the mat. Reach through your heel. Press the thighs down. Then switch legs. Extend through the opposite leg, keeping the toes pointing straight up and reaching through the heel. And then bring both knees in and hold for a moment. And we'll bring the feet down, reach the arms up, and then reach them overhead, lengthening the arms in one direction and reaching through the heels in the opposite direction. Just really getting a good stretch across the whole length of the body. And then we'll bend the legs, roll to the side, and come to a seated position. Sit with your legs crossed and bring your right hand to your left knee for an upright twist. Then come back around, left hand to the right knee, right shoulders roll back, and twist. Then we'll change the cross of the legs and repeat. Right hand to the left knee and left arm behind, and last side. Lift and twist. Come to tabletop, placing your knees directly under your hips and your wrist underneath your shoulders. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows. So arch the back, looking up, and then completely round the back, drawing the navel up towards the spine. And arching the back strongly, bringing that middle back down. And on an exhalation, rounding the back, bringing the forehead towards the tailbone. And then coming back to neutral position. And now let's stand upright in Tadasana or mountain pose. Standing in the center of your mat, bring your feet all the way together or very close. Widen the arms apart a little bit and rotate your upper arms, spreading across the top of the shoulders. Maintain that shape as you bring the palms to face towards your thighs. Then extend the arms wide by your sides with the palms facing down. Extend all the way to the fingertips, then bring the hands down. Hands together at the center of the chest, hands on top of the head. And if your elbows roll forward, roll them back and extend up all the way to the fingertips, out to the sides, and all the way back down. Now with the hands on the hips, let's step the feet apart, keeping the feet parallel. Then extend the arms wide to your sides. Bring your hands by your hips. And let's see if we can take the feet a little wider apart, maybe about 3 feet. Once more, reach the arms wide to your sides. Now lift the front of your left foot and turn the toes in. Then turn your right toes all the way out. Line up your heel to your left arch of your foot. And then come back to center. Turn your right toes in. Rotate the left foot all the way out. Coming back to center, hands on hips. Let's see if we can still go a little bit wider. Press through your heels and extend your arms. Turn the left toes in as you rotate the right foot, right knee and thigh out. Now for the other side. Right toes turn in. Left foot turns out. Left knee and thigh turn out as well. Back to center. Hands on the hips. And let's see if we can go just a couple more inches further out. Turn the left toes in and the right foot all the way out. Press through your left heel as you now reach with your right arm to the side and bring your right hand onto your shin. Reach the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Arms and legs are both straight. Then come up. Turn your toes forward. Make sure that your feet are parallel to each other. Extend the arms. Now turn the right toes in and left foot out. Pressing through your right heel. Reach your left arm towards the left and bring the hand down. This is Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Keep the arms and legs straight. Press through your back heel and come up. Turn your feet forward, hands onto the hips, and we'll step back to mountain pose. Here, broaden your chest and look straight ahead. Bring the hands to the hips and we'll take the feet apart and slowly but surely widen the distance between the feet. Extend the arms wide to your sides. Lift the front of your left foot and rotate the right foot and the right thigh out. Pressing through your back heel, bend your right leg and bring it back up. As you bend and straighten the leg, see to it that you keep your knee lined up to your ankle. Repeating a couple more times just to open up the hips. Then eventually, hold the pose, knee above the ankle, and try to drop the top of your right thigh lower. Then come back to center. Readjust the distance between your feet. Extend the arms. Right toes in and left foot out. Bending and straightening the left leg, tracking the knee over the ankle. This is a preparation for Warrior Two. Pressing through your right heel, opening the left inner thigh towards the knee as you bend the leg. And then we'll just hold for a brief moment, reaching through the arms and lifting the chest. Then come back to center. Standing upright in Tadasana or mountain pose, then step the feet apart once more. Try and go about 4 feet apart if you can, maybe even a little wider. Extend the arms and turning the left foot in, right foot out as you did for Warrior Two. Bend your right leg. Now reaching to the side, Place the forearm on the thigh, and if you can, bring your right hand all the way down, and then come right back up. Once more, bending the leg, reach, forearm on the thigh, or better yet, hand onto the floor. Take the top arm all the way up. Then come back. Reset the legs. Catch your breath. Extend your arms. Rotate the right foot in and the left foot out. Bending your left leg, reach. Forearm can come over to the thigh or go further by bringing your hands down behind your ankle. Lift the top arm. Inhale to come all the way up. Place your hands onto your hips and roll your shoulders back, opening the chest. Then bend forward at your hips. Keep the elbows pointing up and press the thighs back. Then come right back up. Once more, make sure your elbows point back, lift the chest, come forward at the hips, lengthen your chest forward away from your hips, and come back upright. Now we'll come back to a seated position once more with the option to support your hips. This really helps if you happen to have tight hips or hamstrings. You can just sit on a folded blanket or two as I'm showing you. Then extend your feet wide apart from each other, reaching through the heels and pointing the toes directly up. This position is called Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose while you are sitting. For a twist here, just bring your right hand in front of you, left arm behind, rotate and turn. And then we will just twist over to the other side, trying to keep the legs as straight as you can, pushing out through the balls of the feet. To come out, support the back of your knees, and then come to rest on your back with your legs bent. With your hands, hold the edges of your mat and pull the mat away from your shoulders. Bring your heels a little bit closer, and then pressing into the feet, lift your hips up to go up into bridge. Roll the shoulders under and try to go up a little bit higher, and then release back down. Take a breath and pause. Then try to reach your fingers towards your ankles if you can, holding onto the ankles. Pull the hips up again strongly before descending back down onto the floor. Now you may wish to support your head with a soft blanket and begin to relax the back. Going back to where we started, pulling the right knee in, softening the right side, low back and abdomen, and switching sides. Once more, right knee comes in, and now we'll stretch the left leg down and away, extending and elongating the left side lower back. And then switching legs. Reaching long through the right inner heel, softening on the left side. Bending the legs, put both feet on the floor. Cross your right leg over the left and drop the right knee down towards the floor. A gentle massage and twist for the low back here. Change the cross and drop towards the left. Uncross the legs and gently tilt the pelvis, keeping the lower back long and soft onto the floor. Eventually release the arms by your sides and relax the legs onto the floor as well. Let go any tension all the way from the bottoms of your feet, through the legs, upper body, shoulders, neck and head. Let go all efforts now and allow your body and your mind to rest. Let the breath become soft and gentle. When you're ready, bend your knees and roll to your side. Press with your hands to bring yourself upright. Thank you for joining me for this beginner's Iyengar practice. I'll see you soon. Namaste.